So here, with respect to the
Yes, sir.
stakeholder committee or stakeholder relationship committee, it is additional committee. Some companies it is mandatory. So few companies they maybe have option. So it's like corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility mostly care about the environment, care about the society. But as a stakeholder means we have to take care of all the people who may be directly or indirectly getting affected or getting benefited by the company. So here I'm mentioning about one sample. So as I given a task, you will be downloading the various reports or corporate governance compliance report. You will be reading the similar thing. So whatever maybe the company, they will have the different committees how it be constituted. So here for your example, I just showing how the stakeholder committee, relationship committee of Relaxo Footwear. Relaxo Footwear is a footwear company. It's like a Bata, okay, it's like a Nike, but it is a medium segment company. It is not so much premium or it's not so much local brand. It is a medium segment, and in the south side it is so successful. Okay, so from this report we can see the stakeholders. So here they will explain what is the stakeholder relationship committee. So it specifically look to the redressal of stakeholders and investors compliance. So stakeholder is also includes shareholder, that is the investor. So this relationship committee most emphasize on if there is any complaint from the investors or if any complaint from the other stakeholder. Stakeholder can be a customer or supplier or intermediary, whoever it may be. So the role of stakeholder relationship committee is mainly to avoid conflict or reduce the grievance. So it's a we will call it as a grievance redressal. Grievance redressal means giving a solution for the problems or conflict or any issues occurred for the stakeholders. Okay, and they will take care of this transfer and transmission of shares. So when there is an issue with respect to the transfer of shares, when one person is buying the share, in some situation he want to transfer the ownership of share to his relative, or he want to sell the share to somebody else, means in this there may be some issues might happen that has to be resolved by stakeholder relationship committee. And it is the issue of new and duplicate share certificates. So another thing, when you ask, like we are having original college certificate, okay, so if we missed mean what we have to do, we have to go and apply for the a new certificate from the college or university. So for that there is a procedure. If you are going for applying for the university, sometimes they will ask for complaint registered from the police. Okay, so there are some procedures. The same way, if you are owning a share, if you bought a share, you have a share certificate. So please understand, whatever the share we are speaking with respect to this corporate governance and whatever the share we are speaking for the trading is completely different. So in between we will have a discussion from any of the students. So how these shares are different. So here we are speaking about the ownership of the shares. So for example, if you bought the share, means then you will be given the bond certificate or agreement or share certificate. If you missed the certificate, how we can get it? So there may be some issues. That type of issues, or if you need the duplicate of it, or if you want to get the approval of using the certificate for pledging somewhere else. So that procedure, the process has to be done by a stakeholder relationship committee. And if you want to open or close bank accounts of the company for remittance of dividend. So again, so what will the benefit the shareholder will be getting is dividend. So for dividend, we have to give an account. So in this only the dividend will be deposited whenever there is a profit is coming. So at any point of time, you want to close that particular. So for example, you sold the bond to somebody else, so you don't want to use that particular bank account, means that issues can be helped through this stakeholder relationship committee. Or you want to change, the account, or you want to open a new account. That things also need the approval from the stakeholder relationship committee, because these people will help how it can be resolved. Okay, so even it is called as a stakeholder relationship committee. So most of the problems will come only from the shareholders complaints and inquiries. Okay, so as per the Relaxo Footwear, how it constitutes. So this is a old one, might be a 2019 to 20. Okay, so currently it may be updated. Okay, so we have to change if there is any board of directors. So some companies will change the board of directors and committee members every year. Some company will have a specific period of 3 years, etc. So I have to check whether there is any updation is there. So as per the record, it says that the committee comprises of 3 directors, Okay, so it is mentioned as Vivek Kumar. So here the name is not important because the name will be changing, the people will be changing. But see the non-executive independent directors. So non-executive or independent directors are not the day-to-day activity director. So they have one non-executive director and one person is a managing director. So managing director is a part of the director, is active director. So it's called as Ramesh Kumar. And they have another director called the whole-time director. Whole-time director means they will be involving all day-to-day activities. So managing director may be in the top level, he may be taking a decision, but he is an employee of the organization. Whole-time director is also an employee of the organization. But if you take non-executive or independent director, may be out of it. So the same person is also a chairman of the committee. Okay, so now, so Vivek Kumar is non-executive, so he is a non-executive independent director of the particular company, Relaxo. So he is appointed as a chairman of the committee. So this is based on their plan. Okay, so with this the committee is over. So just for a reminder, we have a list of committees: audit committee, nomination and remuneration committee, and CSR committee, risk management committee, and stakeholder relationship committee. So even we have a number of committees. These 5 committees plays a major role. So whenever you are browsing through the various reports, a corporate governance report or annual report, so please see the roles and responsibility of each committee members, how it is constituted, how they are recruited, how frequently they are going for a meeting, and what are the decisions will be taken by them. So likewise, you have to observe in your record. That is a part of your assignment. Next one. Yes. So as we already discussed about the CSR committee, so a little bit elaborate we can discuss about CSR with respect to the corporate governance. Anyway, this same thing will be discussed in the 4th unit also with some other ethics and other things. But now we will just have a brief, as it is a committee is that we have to be. So CSR is the responsibility of the corporation to go above and beyond what the law requires them to do. So as we discussed yesterday, with respect to the CSR, if their turnover crossed 500 crores, there's a norms we mentioned, okay, and if the profit crossed 5 crore per year, like that. So there is a mandatory thing by the government. If they cross the limit, they have to spend minimum 2% of their profit for the consecutive financial year, but it can be covered within the 3 years. That is the norm. But what actually CSR meaning is, it's not only for adhering to the rules and regulation or not for the instruction of the government, but we have to, we means the company has to do something beyond the law for the welfare of the society, or it can choose any objective. Okay, and it is the responsibility of the corporation to better a society and a cleaner environment. So mostly nowadays we are taking objective like making an environment clean, okay, pollution friendly environment. So either we have to do some activities with respect to the societal oriented or environment oriented. Okay, so how it looks. So there is a relationship how the corporate governance is comprised of CSR committee. Means so we have a board of directors. Under the board of directors, one of the committee, already we discussed about 5 committees. One of the committee is a CSR committee. So below the CSR committee, there can be a CSR team. So under the CSR team, we can have a separate corporate governance report for CSR team. And here we can explain about what are the social responsibility the company is having, and what are the things can be done for environmental sustainability, and what are the things can be done by done for customer rights, and what are the things can be done for employee welfare. So some companies will choose 4 or 5 different objectives. They will be focused on it. They want to satisfy all the stakeholders. If you see the 4 things, the second, third, fourth, fifth, so the 4 people will be 4 different stakeholders. So indirectly or directly, the CSR committee will try to satisfy or try to take care of the stakeholders using their CSR activities. But some companies are so specific, they will be choosing any one CSR activity and they will be stick on to it for years. So they have a uniqueness of doing that. Okay, that is also can be done. So this is organization structure. Okay, so CSR. So before going to this, we will have a discussion with the student, then we will come back. Okay, so I believe that you understood what is meant by CSR. Okay, so CSR is corporate social responsibility. It is the responsibility of the corporate to do some favor to the society or the environment or to the stakeholders. Okay, so now we can have few friends. The question is, so you can think over the question. Okay, apart from the corporate governance rule, what is the need for CSR in general? So yes, the mandatory thing, we have to have a CSR. Apart from this, what may be the benefit of having a CSR team, or what may be the objectives of the companies to have a CSR? So for this, we will have a few students discussion. Okay, so I will be calling students in random. Okay. Yes. Rima Reggie. So till then I will stop sharing. So you can unmute and you can speak. Rima Reggie.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Rima Reggie, you can switch on your video and you can give use what do you understand by the word CSR. So we are discussing about various committees. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Rima. So are you able to understand the question?
Yes, sir. I understood.
Yes. So but your video is not on, so it is not coming in front. Yes. Yes, Rima. So according to you, what is the objective of CSR committee apart from the law, rules and regulations? So if you are running a corporate, the government may insist you to spend some money in CSR. So whether you will do only for that particular compulsion or regulation, or otherwise, what may be your objectives of doing that?
CSR means corporate social responsibility. Yeah, it definitely help a company to improve their goodwill of the company.
Okay.
By doing social responsibility.
Okay.
And
so try to say some example of CSR activity which will improve your goodwill. Say, so take some company, assume that the company is doing some CSR specific activity. Because of that, the company goodwill is increasing. Can you say some example?
sir, can you repeat the question?
So please mention some of the company and please mention what can be their CSR activity and what way it is going to benefit their goodwill. For example, I will say, I will take a PepsiCo as a soft drink company. In some of the villages, they initiated to providing drinking water facility. They are providing pipelines, drinking water facility to village people. So already they have one little bit bad name that they are exploiting the water, they are using the water, they are wasting the water, and they are making money. That is one bad image they are having. So this activity makes the people to feel they are actually helping the village. So this is one example. So they want to compensate what is the negative image they may be getting in the society, that will be eradicated by some other village. They are doing some activity with respect to the water. That way they are trying to maintain their goodwill. It's one of the examples. Similarly, can you come up with some other example?
PepsiCo company or other.
Other. I already told PepsiCo. Can you say some other company?
So actually, Coca-Cola company.
Okay, Coca-Cola company, what they are doing?
Relating to water, actually, the same thing is happening. What the PepsiCo done?
Okay, what they are doing?
They are solving the issues related to water, environment, health, living, like that. Through that, they are improving the sustainable development.
Yeah. Yes. So, okay. So Rima, I will come back to you. Thank you. And Chaitra from C section. Chaitra 3121. Chaitra, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So please switch on the video and please wait for a moment. I will try to get few more students for the discussion.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Okay, so please hold on. And
Okay, sir.
1049, Smita Thomas, 1049. So all the students, please switch on their video so we will have a discussion. Smita,
Yes, sir.
yes. So please switch on your video. Then I will come back to the question. And next I can call 1012 brother Dominic Matthew. So all the students, please switch on your video. Smita Thomas, I can't see you. The student has to see and interact. Okay, fine. So the question, assume that you can take any company. Okay, so one side you are doing CSR activity as said by Rima, that is a CSR activity that will create a goodwill. But at the same time, even we are doing for a goodwill above what we are getting benefit, above our profit mean, that is actually expense. Okay, so for example, Dominic brother can think as a shareholder. Okay, so can think as a shareholder. Actually, you are spending more and more money means actually you are eating by dividend. That may be your claim. Okay, so Chaitra can speak with respect to the goodwill. Okay, so for any company, the goodwill is more important for the sustainability of the organization. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Smita Thomas can coordinate both of the people. You can act as a moderator. Okay, assumption you may be a board of directing chairman, and these two people are two different board of directors. One person is favoring CSR activity, another person is speaking from the shareholder committee. Okay, so one person, so for example, Chaitra may be from CSR committee, Dominic brother may be from shareholder committee or stakeholder committee. Dominic brother actually has to ask, it is a waste of money. Already we are doing a business. For example, we will take the same PepsiCo example. Don't take the again Pepsi example. So as a company person, I can say, I am actually providing good water to the people. During the summer also, I am providing the water to the people, and we are not increased the price. We are offering at the better price. That itself a CSR to people. Above that, why we have to do a lot of activities? Already company is suffering a loss with respect to the COVID. Still, why we have to do a CSR activity? That may be a claim from shareholder. So that can be opposed by Chaitra. Okay, this is the scenario. So you can come with any one example, and Dominic brother can initiate. Okay, so the claim is that you can take any company. You felt that spending above what the law says, it's actually a waste of money. Yes.
Can we have an imaginary CSR activity or
Yes.
CSR?
As of now, you can have an imaginary, but after doing the assignment, you might be able to understand your company, your CSR later. Okay. Yes.
So we'll take the company Aquafina, mineral water company.
Aquafina is the brand of PepsiCo.
Okay, yeah. So
you have to take some other company. Please take odd man out. Don't follow the same soft drink, same water. Please take some other better example so that we have a different view.
Uber.
Okay.
Yeah. So Uber during the the migrant crisis that happened in Europe, during that time, Uber had a plan to extend the necessities to through their Uber services to the migrant people that has reached Europe. So as a shareholder, I should speak, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to say that is wrong.
Yeah.
So Chaitra, you understood the case. Brother, please explain what is the CSR first to Chaitra. So she will come up with some point.
So Chaitra, this is the CSR activity. Uber came up with a CSR activity during the migrant crisis that happened in Europe, that they extended some facilities to provide necessities to the migrant people through the Uber services. They will take necessities from the people who are availing their services.
Okay.
So this is a CSR activity.
Okay.
Yeah. So I should start.
Yes, 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 you can start because the claim, assume that the board said that we have to spend more money. For example, we will say an example 10%. We have to spend a 10% of profit for the CSR activity with respect to the helping the migrant laborers from the Uber. But you are saying only 2% is enough as per the law. Why we have to spend extra 8%? But Chaitra has to define, yes, we have to spend more. And finally, moderator
Okay, sir.
has to decide what had to be done. Yes.
So, Chaitra, as we know that this migrant crisis is becoming a great issue, we know that we have to be concerned about the issue, but still as a company, as a corporation which aim at the profit maximization, we should just adhere to the laws, because as a shareholder, I have a reasonable concern, because when you go about with doing so much of CSR activity, um, uh, as a shareholder, I'll lose my dividends and I'll lose the share in the profit of the company. So I think we just have to stick on to the expected limit of CSR activity as per the law.
I don't think so that we can like achieve in that, because our motive is like goodwill. Because for the goodwill thing, we have to increase our every whatever the thing which we are offering now, and I think the 8% has to be increased more.
But see, you are speaking about the goodwill.
Because see, we are getting loss means we can't able to reach our what are the thing we are giving to the people also. I think so we have to increase very much, and we have to look after the goodwill also.
Goodwill is good, that you need to have goodwill to get customers, but you need shareholders also, because talking on
I
behalf
agree
of the
with.
shareholders, you have to safeguard our interests also, because we invest something in your company expecting something in back. It's not for charity purpose.
Yeah, okay, fine, but also we have to see through with the goodwill also, right? We have to increase our this thing, and moreover we increased our goodwill means everybody will come and afford our company.
And one more thing, but Chaitra, I think, see, migrant crisis, though we are entertaining migrants to enter Europe, most majority of our citizens are not happy with this migrants entering our country. So I think that can hinder our customers also, because entertaining so much of services to migrants will portray an image that our company Uber is favoring the migrant entry into our country. So I think in a way that can hinder our market.
Okay.
You should not say okay, because you have a different CSR committee. Please understand, the board of directors should be stick on to their committees. That should not be proper negotiation. You should stick on. So for example, the CSR means you have to stick on with the CSR. Yes, it is important. And if you say stakeholder or shareholder means, yes, you have to think from the shareholder point of view. Even a single paisa you are spending, apart from the recurrent thing is, it's a loss to the shareholder. Because the shareholder, the director of the shareholder, the chairman of the shareholder committee is answerable to the shareholder. The shareholder may be lakhs and lakhs of people. If any one shareholder is disappointed, completely the share will decrease. So he will take care only the shareholder mission. But with respect to Chaitra, you have to speak only as a CSR.
Okay.
For you are seeing for the long-term benefit, not for the short-term benefit. Shareholder can come today, maybe next year he can leave. But you have to stick, yes, goodwill is so important. Which, like this, you have to defend.
Okay, sir.
And Smita has to note on some points, so that you have to justify any one of the point, you have to come with the conclusion. So parallelly, I will include another person with another committee, 2096 Riona Ani. 2096. Riona, are you there? Okay, so if she's not there, it will be considered as absent. Yes, 2102, Tija. 2102. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Tija, please switch on your video. So you will be added in another committee. You have to discuss for your own committee. Yes, Tija. So assume that you are a chairman of risk management committee. Okay. So as these two people are discussing about same perspective, but what is the risk you are seeing in both the things? For example, you are investing more in CSR, what will be the risk? If you are not investing in CSR, what will be the risk? So you have to predict the risk. It may be a financial risk, it can be economic risk, it can be a political risk, it can be risk from any side. So you have to see both the points and you have to perceive what will be the risk if you are doing this, if you are not doing this. Okay, so you are a risk management committee director. Okay, so you also please observe as like Smita, before Smita interact, you have to defend from your risk management point of view. Who is right, who is wrong. Okay, so please observe. You have to find out what are the risks may be involved. As a brother saying that we have to invest more in the CSR activity means there is no surety that we will going to get back more shareholder or more customer. That is actually a risk. What is the risk? When we are not confirmed about our end result. When the outcome is not confirmed, it is a risk. So as brother is saying, we are doing lot of activities, but what is the assurance? And another risk he is saying, whatever Chaitra is seeing as a positive, that can become a negative. So when we are supporting for immigrant labor, local people will get angry. Yes, why you are supporting only for migrant? Why you are not supporting for local people? We are here only. So there may be some dissatisfaction from the existing shareholder and existing customer also. That may be the risk. So you have to perceive similar type of risk from these two persons discussion. So you just observe and finally you have to see. Yes, Chaitra and brother, you can continue.
Yes, sir. I think we are already looking about the goodwill thing. So I think so. The goodwill is main important for our company. So we are helping the migrant people or somebody else. The other people will get angry because why you are helping for them also and you are not helping for us. The main thing is they won't see we are getting loss or something else. They only see at our profit is like this much and our this thing goodwill is like increasing, and they won't see that how much shares holders you have, how much are increasing you have, everything.
But see, I don't think as a shareholder, I have a question to the CSR committee. Have you conducted any kind of survey to understand the viewpoint of customers on this particular issue, on whether they favor this migrant crisis?
See, we always like seeing people's issues or something else. We may lose our company goodwill also. So I don't think so that we conduct a survey also. We don't want we always think about the profit maximization.
From a company part, we should think about the profit maximization, but I think that's just an assumption from your part that customers are happy with our activity. But I think you should go with a very concrete survey to understand their mindset.
Yes, of course, but our shareholders will get under loss, right? But they won't get a disappoint at the last time. So we have to increase our profit maximization, looking other people's also, not only the migrant people also.
But our point of
CSR or opposite to CSR? I'm a little bit confused whether you are speaking for CSR committee or shareholder committee.
Who, sir? Myself.
Chaitra.
Sir, CSR committee, sir.
CSR means just to give more points. You have to say we have to spend for CSR, and you can suggest what are the different other CSRs can be done, why it is required, what are the problems you are facing now. Like that you can assume. As already told that business is Uber. It is a online or app-based transportation. So try to connect with that base. Rather than speaking generally, try to connect with Uber, transportation, movement of customers. Yes.
So I'm not getting any points, sir.
Yes, brother, you can say something from that she can get the lead.
So because of see this migrant crisis, as we know, and also we are undergoing the second wave of COVID. So most of the customers are not that much concerned about the corporate social responsibility of a particular company. They are more concerned about their own personal life, their own personal safety. So I don't think whether we do a CSR activity for the migrants or we do not know do anything will matter for our business. So I think at this point, at this juncture, we just have to focus and we just have to adhere to the law, that is 2% CSR activity, 2% of our profits for the CSR activity, and will not go for the 8% thing.
Why only 2% of this thing? We can increase with 6% or 8%, right?
2% is as per the law.
Yeah, it's low, but we can we are always into profit maximization, so we can increase within 5 or 7%.
Chaitra, it is not a profit maximization. If you are expanding extra 4%, that is actually loss or expenses to the company. The law says you have to spend minimum 2%. If you are earning 100 rupees, you have to spend 2 rupees at least. But if you are saying we have to spend 6 rupees, means actually you are taking 4 rupees from the packet of shareholders dividend.
Yeah.
Okay, it is actually loss or expenses from the shareholder point of view. You may be thinking from company point of view for long term, but it is affecting shareholders' benefit, right?
Yes, sir.
So how you can justify? And so from the Chaitra point of view, I am just asking, brother, already Uber, we can say Ola, whatever it may be catchy in terms of the customers, but literally if you see, if you are reading the financial statement, if you are reading the compliance report, both the companies are in a loss. It's a huge loss, even though they are competing so much. So rather than reducing the cost, so competition, either we can give advertisement, competition, either we can give reduced cost to the customer. Another way is CSR activity. So by reducing the cost, Ola will reduce. By giving the advertisement, Ola also will give. So if I go for a CSR activity, that cannot be easy to imitate. For example, if I adopt a village, the same village cannot be adopted by Ola. So it is by uniqueness. So one side I am getting very good name, another side it acts as advertisement. Rather than spending for advertisement, the CSR amount can be shown as a brand image, so that it is better, right?
Yeah, it's right. But sir, when we look at the present scenario, because of the COVID, we know that in a vehicle which could carry 4 people, now we could carry only 3 people or 2 people because the front seats are blocked with the COVID shield. So we should understand that this crisis is not only for Uber, the entire world is undergoing a crisis, both financially and both physically, emotionally, in every sphere, the world is undergoing a crisis. So I think as a company, it's more prudent to stick on to our financial goals than to stick on to the CSR activities.
Yes,
we have to do the CSR activity, but we have to give more importance to our financial stability, or else we will not be able to retain our present employees, will not be able to meet our economic needs.
Yes, true. As you said, the number of seat or number of people is restricted, and the government is not restricting to increase the amount. So nowadays we can see in the recent days, Ola, Uber, etc., they are increasing the fare. 50 rupees, 60 rupees, they are increasing. So that way they are matching the cost, right? So, and in today's scenario, as already in the Bangalore, we have a lockdown because of other COVID issues. We are not getting proper transportation. We are unable to use our personal cab. It is not safe. So there is a scope for Uber and Ola. Actually, people are waiting. People are waiting for this cab. So obviously they are ready to pay for it. So that is one side. So as you said, if you want to take care of the shareholder, means increase the price. It is an opportunity cost.
I agree to the first part of your argument, sir, that more people are depending on their personal vehicles. But I don't agree to the second part of your statement that they are waiting for Uber and Ola, because the people who are more concerned about health issues do have a fear regarding availing the taxi services offered by Uber and Ola also, because that car and that taxi services are being availed by many other people. We do not know the previous customer who has availed Uber service have had a COVID issue or not. So we are not sure about the previous traveler in that vehicle. So most of the customers, as a shareholder's point of view, are concerned about Uber's safety also, safety in the Uber services also. So in that case, increasing the fare is a way to increase our to meet our expectations. But I don't think that will be successful to a large extent.
Yes, Chaitra.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, you have to speak. I am just supporting with few points. You have to come
Okay.
up with the point.
So I'm not getting any points, sir.
So we have to read some newspaper. We have to connect some recent things. Okay,
Yes,
Tija. So to Tija, till then Chaitra can think over some other points. So what is the risk you able to observe in both these discussions? So as Dominic brother saying that the Ola or Uber, whatever maybe it is a challenging, risky situation, especially during the COVID. So no people are freely or readily to avail this cab. That is one side. But another side, from my feel, what I say that even I am having a own car, I will not be prefer to take my own car, except the risk issue what was mentioned by the brother, because during the COVID time, I have to get a lot of permission in using my personal cab itself. So when I want to travel from one state to another state, there is a lot of restriction. But when I go for a cab booking means, yes, I agree, the risk is there. Apart from it is very easy. At any time I can pick, any time I can be dropped. So even there is an issue is there because of the urgency, people started using Uber and Ola and the cost is increasing. That is my perspective. Okay, so and Chaitra had given already some points. We have to go for CSR activity. And the another argument, why can't you increase the price? As there is a demand is increasing, there is a shortage of vehicle. Why can't you increase the price rather than cutting down the CSR activity? So there is a two different thing. Can we spend for CSR or can we reduce the CSR activity? So in both these things, what is the risk you able to feel as a risk management committee? So please list out what are the various risks involved if we do CSR activity more than what is required, and what is the risk involved if you are not doing the CSR activity, both the things.
I feel under the pretext of CSR activities, there are a lot of fraudulent activities happening, like managers can have personal interest on top of shareholders' interest, and sometimes customers get offended because of CSR activities performed. Not all activities that are performed are satisfactory to the customers, but there are situations when those are not actually preferable to the customers. And also the money spent on CSR activities of the companies could also be spent for employing more people into the company, or for research and technology of the company. And yeah, and if CSR activities are not there, it will affect the goodwill of the company, and also they won't get more public support. Customers will not be satisfactory in some cases because they would prefer more CSR activities, as those activities favors customers. Yes, sir. That's it.
Yes, Tija, from your point of view, can say what might be the CSR activity that will attract the Uber customers or general public, which will build the brand image of the Uber. What type of CSR activity can be done?
Sir,
So I believe all the students will have to be given with more assignment in reading the newspaper, reading about current affairs. Okay, so we have to do. Okay. Yes, Chaitra is
Sir, I
coming.
have a point.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, like we can like support unemployment, no, sir, in this. So we can support the unemployment people for giving a job for them to be an employed person.
How?
So for the labor market, we have like there are lots of people are unemployed, sir, in this situation. So we can give a employment opportunity for them also.
What type of job you are going to give? Please be specific.
Sir, they also they already said for the Ola cabs, so we can give us Ola cab drivers.
Already there are a lot of drivers still waiting for the job. During the COVID time, the transportation is highly affected. Even the normal amount is 1,000 rupees. Today, they are ready to come for 200 rupees, 300 rupees per day, but still no people are ready to opt drivers. So how you can give the job employment opportunity to them? You have 10 cab means you can give 10 driver opportunities. Already is there. Actually, what we are speaking, we are having cab, we are having driver. We want to increase our business. That is the issue. It's happening.
Oh yeah, sir.
So again, you are going to give job opportunity means whether you want to, for example, 10 drivers mean you are going to appoint 20 drivers. That means you are going to double the expenses of the salary in the name of CSR activity. Whether it's the right thing. So what can be some other CSR activity? Yes, Smita, you can interpret, you can ask question, you can moderate with these three people. One is for the CSR activity, one is for the shareholder, one is for the risk management committee. You can ask any questions from any of the people and you can give your own view for making the final decision.
Sir, I'll give my suggestion for Uber as a CSR activity. Uber can give electric cars for future, for greenery future, because in today's scenario, pollutions are more and pollutions are there. So by providing electric, if Uber car take off an idea of electric cars, so it will be beneficial for our environment too. And apart from that, they can give some contribution to the farmers also, because recently we know that farmers are affected more, so they can give their contribution to the farmers.
What type of contribution?
By this,
what type of contribution?
Like providing because what was that?
So in the company, money is not the problem. You may be having 1 crore rupees budget, but how you are going to allocate? Even you want to donate, mean how you have to donate, to whom you have to donate, what will be the return we are going to get out of it? That's matter. Because again, I'm saying each and every money you are spending for advertisement or a donation or a CSR or investment, you are answerable to shareholders. You are answerable to stakeholders. Please remember.
Yes, yes, sir. If we contribute to the for small industries like village or farmers, or providing good for customers, obviously customer feedback will be profitable, and it can gain company's reputation and can improve employees' skills and behavior and skills.
Dominic, brother, whether you agree on this point as stated by Smita, so she is coming with some other plan. We can replace all existing petrol and diesel cars. We can go for electric cars, which will be a little bit costly in terms of purchase or in terms of maintenance. Another one, can we do something to the farmers? She don't know exactly what to do. Can we give 5,000 rupees to all the farmers, or can we give free land to all the farmers, or can we give free tractors to all the farmers? Some way. If you are doing like this, it is a huge money we have to invest. So she is justifying, yes, one side we are replacing with the electric cars will take care of the society. So it's a pollution, we can control it. That's one side. Another, with respect to the farmer, overall we are creating a brand image among all the people. When we are doing something for the farmer, whenever I am eating a food, I will remember farmer, I will remember Uber. That is actually a free.
And it's not replacing the whole.
No, I'm just saying. So this is her point.
Sir, it's not
from the shareholder point of view. What might be your opposition or rejection for the points?
I think the moderator's viewpoint is complicating the entire issue. because
Because
she,
moderator forgets she is a moderator. She just joined with CSR committee.
okay, sorry. Then the CSR committee is, I think,
I recall the point that I support.
Okay.
so. According to me, our particular CSR activity, which at present we are undergoing, which at present we are taking on, is not a big issue. We just have to cut down the cost that we are pumping into the CSR activity. That is my point, that we have to stick on to the 2% as per the law, and we need not go at this point of time to the 10% thing.
Yes,
But
moderator.
we can benefit by government also, no? If we'll contribute to some part of it, obviously government will also
But
support us.
this
Then we benefit.
this point of time is not that favorable for government also, because government is also struggling for getting vaccines to meet other demands, and they do not know when they are going to announce lockdown, whether to announce a lockdown or not. So they are also anticipating yet another financial crisis as a state, as a country. So I don't think we'll get a financial aid in a short span. We can apply for a financial aid, but it would take time.
It will take time, but somewhere or the other, they will definitely help us.
They will definitely
Because
help,
it's
but
for
my
the
shareholder will
environment.
not wait for that much period. Shareholder every year end, they will be looking for the dividend and they will be looking for the annual report, financial report.
But from a little contribution,
It's not a
we
little
can gain
contribution.
profit from the customer.
Moving from the 2% to 10% is not a little contribution.
Yes, sir.
Don't
But
think this is just a
hi.
crores and crores of money will be involved if it's a big corporate.
But customers' feedback will be profitable, sir.
Chaitra, you want to add anything?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, in this case, we can educate the people, sir, the senior citizens and children, everybody.
Educate about what?
Educate about the normal things which is happening now, and about so we can like opt for the app also, and we can educate over there also for the senior citizens. It's helpful for the more. I think so about that. It will helpful, sir.
Why it is for only senior citizen?
Sir, it's for children's also, for children's, for everybody, sir.
No, please explain the activity. What do you want to do?
Sir, about the scenario which is happening now, we can like it will also be helpful for them, like how they have to be safety at home and everything. For children's also there.
Already we are bored with our ringtones. Whenever we are calling, it will take 30 seconds, 1 minute.
Yes, yes, sir, but
We
they are not aware of it. But the
audio, every
uneducated.
advertisement, already we are bored. Still again, when I go through the Uber ad, you are going to disturb me with a lot of advertisements.
Sir, for educated people, it's like, okay, sir, they can understand. For uneducated people, we have to tell there in our languages and everything. For them, they can, it will helpful. I think so.
Reach the uneducated people.
Sir, the apps or we have to conduct some.
How to use their Android phone itself.
No, sir, I'm telling like we can conduct some, what to say that. So we can conduct like by going their places, and we can reach there also.
During the COVID situation,
educating in them.
Outside. Yes. Tija, you want to add something? What are the risk involved? So please stick on to your topic. What is the risk involved in these activities? Increasing CSR amount or decreasing CSR amount?
As I told, increasing of CSR activity in this situation will be more difficult, as it can be dangerous for the people. So in my opinion, it's better to limit the CSR activities of the companies and to invest those amount more for the company's well-being and for the profitability of the company.
Okay, so moderator, can you please conclude?
Sir, I support CSR activity only
Okay, so you are suggesting to go for
by
CSR.
taking the risk. Yeah, if we'll not take risk, we'll not gain profit.
Yes. So, brother, the final conclusion from the moderator is yes, business is it's a risk. Even you are investing in a CSR or some other thing, we have to involve risk. Then only we can get return. And risk management committee is also said. Even she is from risk management committee. She want to take risk in investing in CSR to build a goodwill. Okay, fine. So thank you, team. This is just a sample. So whenever we want to decide something, likewise we have to discuss with the different points with respect to the committee. Then the CEO or a chairman have to decide. So this is a sample thing. So in future classes, if possible, we'll discuss. I will post the question before the class itself, and it will be easy for you to prepare. So, so for next few minutes, I will try to share a few points with respect to the CSR committee. Okay, so with that we can conclude. I will take few minutes for that. Yes. So hope the slide is visible. So it is for the theoretical part for the exam. So core elements of CSR responsibility, corporate social responsibility, we have to take care of the stakeholders. That stakeholder includes all the people. And whenever we are doing something, there should be ethics should be there. So not only for just helping the people, we should have some ethical functioning, and we should take care of the workers' right and their welfare, and we should take care of the common human rights, and we can take care of the environment, and we should do something with respect to the social related activities, plus ethical, like ethical, it should be within the legal limits. So these are the core elements of corporate social responsibility. So whenever you are designing with the corporate social responsibility programs, you have to choose among these things considering ethical and legal constraints. And whenever we are speaking about CSR, it is not a very easy task. Okay. So just like that, we can say, so we donate, do this. Can we take awareness among the people? Can we go and help them? Can we do? It's not an easy task, because even you have money, the implementing CSR, there is a lot of challenge that CSR committee has to plan. So for example, lack of community participation. So whenever we are, for example, even we go for vaccination, the people has to accept it. So the community has to accept it. And whenever we are ready with our medicine, the doctors and nurses or some other medical people should come with us. Some NGOs should come with us to help the people. So otherwise, just having a money, just having an idea will not work out. So we should have a good collaboration with the community, and we should have a good relationship with the local capacities. Local capacities means, for example, village means panchayat president, the local VAOs, we should have touch in with them. And whenever we are designing a CSR, it should be having a very good transparent. Okay, so how much? So in the future discussion, we should say, this is the amount we are going to spend. This way it is going to spend. These are the beneficiaries. In this time frequent, it will be done. So there should be some clear transparency. And another challenge what we are facing is non-availability of non-governmental organizations. Even we are ready to do lot of CSR activity, NGOs are very less compared to some other countries. In our country, even we are giving more money, NGOs are not ready to take a very big project, and they are not very much structurized in India. That is also another problem. And we have a very narrow perception towards corporate social responsibility. As we said, immediately when we say corporate social responsibility, immediately we'll say it will build brand image. So whatever CSR activity we are doing, we are looking for some return. That's a narrow thing to convince or change the attitude of the people. And there is no proper guidelines in our country. That is another problem. So whenever we are designing a CSR for this industry, for this village, for this country, this type of CSR has to be followed. It is suggested. There is no proper policy or guidelines in our country for our corporate. That is also another challenge. So then Marwick, by 2003, he suggested we have to consider 3 P's in designing a corporate social responsibility. One is profit, people, and planet. So whenever we are doing CSR activity, we have to ensure there should be some long-term benefit. It is required. It's not just like a donation. That should be long-term benefit. That can be a long-term profit. And another one, we have to consider the people. So the people can be our employees, the people can be our customers, people can be our suppliers, people can be our society. So we have to do for our people. Next one, we have to take care of our planet. That is the environment. as an entire universe, whatever the activities we are doing, we can plan something which is beneficial to the planet. So there are 3 P's in corporate social responsibility, or otherwise called as corporate sustainability: people, profit, planet. Okay, so there are some definition with respect to the CSR activity. There is a CSR sustainable development. So the slide will be shared. So each World Bank explains CSR as differently. Okay, and legally corporate governance and CSR in India, according to Companies Act, they have a different explanation. So this is for just for our understanding for the exam purpose. Okay, so these points you can go through the PPT, and there is a clause 49 of the listing agreement, and SEBI Kumaramangalam Birla Committee has said about some CSR corporate governance things. So there are some rules and regulations like Companies Bill 2011, how the CSR activity be done. So these things we have to follow. Whenever you are having a corporate governance, whenever you are running a corporate, it's not just like that we are taking the money and going to the road and we are just donating. We have to see the Companies Act, SEBI Act, legislations. See, this much number of things are there. So whenever you want to do some activities, you have to choose among these. So functioning, there is some law. Compensation, if you want to change some compensation, there is a law. Social security, there is a law. If you want to maintain industrial relation or labor relations, there is a law. We have to other these things. And apart from this, legislations of CSR for stakeholders, there is a law. Consumer Protection Act, Competition Act, Prevention of Food Adulteration Act. So we have to go through all the legal or ethical mentioning in the law. Then only we can proceed with our CSR activities. Okay, so these things are listed in the PPT. Later you can go through it. Okay, so with this we can close with respect to the CSR activity. Next class we will move on to the next topic. So today we concluded with the various committees of the organization. In this we had an elaborate discussion about the CSR committee. I request you decided one company. So not only just to going through the corporate governance report for just answering the assignment, please go through their steps, their investment, their corporate social responsibility, their risk, their milestone, their competitors, their challenges, their strategies, their future plans. Please focus on at least one company, read all the news, current news, browse through the YouTube, browse through the newspaper, e-paper, and learn. Then you have some enough idea with respect to how the corporate has to be run and what is happening in today's scenario. Okay, so with this I can close the session. We will discuss in the future classes. Thank you, students. We will meet you soon.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
So please take care, be safe.